All right. There we are.
We're here. Welcome to BJD Beautifully Jagged Dolls live stream. BJD. Oh, I'm an echo in there. The #1 doll channel where you can go to learn all about dolls and related doll items. And tonight we're going to talk about something that some people don't want to talk about. That's haunted dolls. Because if you collect dolls, you don't want to know that there might be a spirit inside your doll. And for those of you who do not know us, and I know the ones that are here right now do know us, but this will go on as a video later on. And so some people who watch it may not know us. I am Belinda, and this is
Pat.
So, guys.
Well, hi, Herc. Hi, Star Infinite.
Hi, Herc. Hi,
All
Star
right, glad you could
Infinite.
join
Hi,
us.
Kimmy. Love you. So glad to see you guys. Excited. Ribbon Catton.
Sophia.
Hi, Ribbon Catton. Hi, Sophia Beatrice. Gabba.
Gabbo.
Anyway, hi guys, so glad to see you. If you guys missed anything, we're going to repeat this again. We are on a live stream. We are BJD Beautifully Jagged Dolls, and I'm Belinda, and this is Pat if you do not know us. And we're going to talk about those things that nobody wants to talk about, and that's creepy dolls, because we all love our dolls, we all collect our dolls, but sometimes you might get a doll that does things you don't want it to do. So I want to start off with the first question. Is there anyone here who has ever had a haunted doll? Who has one now or
Something
ever had
happened
one?
that you couldn't explain.
Yeah. Hello? I don't know if it's just taking a while to catch
Well,
up.
yeah, it takes people a little while to type. So
Yeah, we can wait for
Talk
that
about
response.
any-
I personally have never owned a doll that had a spirit in it that I know of, but I have had dolls to do strange things. So who knows? Maybe we have had dolls that had some stuff, I don't know. So what do you guys think? Do you think that haunted dolls are spirits of people that have passed away that have decided to move into that doll? Or do you think something else could cause a doll to be haunted? Anybody have any ideas?
So what do you think?
What do I think? Oh, but I would like to see one day, Star Infinite says, and
Yeah,
I
no
agree.
kidding.
I would too. But have you ever had a doll do something that it shouldn't do? You know what I mean? I mean, we all want
Not
our...
because it's broke.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I mean, we all love our dolls, and we all want them to be as real as possible. And to us, they are pretty real. But I'm talking about, like, you come in the room, and it was on the right side of the room, and then it was on the left. Maybe not that extravagant, but you know what I mean. Just something different happening with the doll that you didn't expect. And anybody, please.
So, I mean, would you also be interested in hearing about other ghost stories?
We could
too,
talk
besides
about-
just haunted doll stuff.
Yeah, we could also talk about really famous
Really-
haunted dolls.
Yeah, exactly. There's plenty of them that we've heard about.
Okay,
Spirit of the previous
so-
owner is the most popular theme. Yeah.
Herc Collins says, spirit of a previous owner is the most popular theme. And then Star Infinite said it wasn't a doll, but a Care Bear one day started to make noise and it had no battery. Okay, that's creepy.
That's creepy.
I think I've actually had incidences where that kind of stuff has happened before too, where there is no battery and the doll still works. I've actually had things where, not personally a doll, but where you took an object and you unplugged it and you left
You
the
heard
room
it
or
in the
something,
other
and then
room.
it made,
You
started
weren't
making
there
noise.
in
You
the
ever
room
had
with
that? I mean, that's...
Hi, Vanessa.
Hi, Vanessa McCready. Love you. Glad to see you. So, I don't know. What do you want to talk about? We
Yeah,
probably
that's
should have
always-
thought more about
It's
this than
always
what we
creepy
did.
whenever you're not in the room. It always seems to happen whenever you're not in the room with
Yeah.
it. I mean,
We have recently gained a few creepy dolls to our collection. Actually a friend of a friend is moving to another state and decided to get rid of some of their Halloween stuff or creepy stuff. And of course, everybody automatically thinks of us. I don't know why, just because we like creepy stuff.
we heard that you're into creepy dolls.
Yeah, or just creepy. Usually we hear you're into Halloween.
Yeah,
But anyway,
that too.
so we have accumulated some new dolls that we didn't make.
That's true. We didn't make these.
But look,
What?
the double-headed doll.
Yeah.
Oh, you forgot to show him this.
Oh,
He's
I
going
didn't
to show
get to
you
show
this
you
doll.
that. Here, I gotta get close enough to the camera.
This is
for you
the
to
doll
see
we
this.
found at the thrift store.
Look at that hair. Oh my God.
Look at
But
this
these,
thing.
these
Look at the eyes. Can you
Yeah,
see
the
how the eyes move?
kind of follow you. They're looking
And if
at
you
you.
lay it back on its back,
Looking
those
at you
eyes
through
will
the
move
camera
back
there.
and forth.
Yeah, the eyes kind of.
It's
Close.
pretty creepy.
I love that mechanism. I'm sure you've seen it before, but I love that mechanism, man. That's just.
Okay, Ribbon
I
Kitten
love
said
that.
I had that happen with a Sesame Street Ernie doll as a kid. So when you took
Didn't
the
have a
batteries
battery
out.
in it.
Mhm.
Gotta love that.
Sophia Beatrice says I was literally going to watch a horror movie about a doll. LOL. Yeah, there's
I
a
know
lot
it
of
gets you
them.
in the
There's
mood.
some. We need to get.
There's a bunch of them out there.
Yeah,
that
we need to
haven't
watch
seen.
some that a lot of them that we haven't seen too. This doll, I actually found her like at a thrift store. She's an old vintage doll, of course, but somebody cut her head, her skull off, and there's like this big hole in her head, and they added hair because, as you can tell, she didn't originally have hair. And I kind of feel like this about this doll. If she is haunted, she has all the right in the world to creep us out, because anybody who did what they did to this doll, she deserves to be ticked off at her. You know, she deserves to be ticked off at people. That's kind of how I look at her. But she's kind of cool. But she's really, really old. But those eyes, look at that, look at that. Woo, look at those eyes. Don't that creep you out?
Brooke says he grew up surrounded by spirits since birth. Had a lot of stories. Oh man,
Yeah.
yeah, I'd love to hear those.
Yeah,
'cause
we
I
do.
know we personally had some experiences ourselves that we can't explain, and oh man, yeah.
And you used to be, Herc used to be a paranormal investigator, right, Herc, a few years ago? So you know a little bit about that stuff, and you need to tell us if there are any dolls you've ever dealt with that were haunted in any of your investigations. That would be super cool to know.
Mr. Joe. See, that's what I said whenever Child's Play came out. You know, of course, I was a lot younger then in 1988, but I was like, oh my God, it's a freaking My Buddy doll that they're basing this on. And
Child's Play, yes.
yeah, sure.
And of course,
enough,
that's
but
the
yeah.
famous, the Robert doll. Everybody
No.
knows. Yeah,
No.
Child's Play was based on the Robert doll.
Really?
Am I right?
I think
Tell me,
it was
guys.
kind of
Tell
like
me.
a mix of it with the My Buddy, and then they're mixing
Well,
the Robert
it was-
doll into it. So you're right.
Yeah, but I really think it was based on the Robert doll. But
I mean,
I don't
just
think we
like
said hi to
Annabelle.
Mr. Joe, the doll lover and scholar. Hi, welcome.
Just like Annabelle is really, where is she? Here she is. Annabelle really was a bigger version of one of these.
She's a huge
instead of
one.
what-
Yeah, but yet the
instead of what
movie,
they-
the movie
Everything's
makes
behind
this
me.
super. One of the dolls that happened to him earlier. We were in here setting stuff up, and one of the dolls moved or did something, and Pat's like, okay. Goes with the whole theme of everything.
They're
The
just
whole
getting
creepy
ready.
doll. Mm-hmm. They were getting ready for the video.
I won't be able to get her so she doesn't want to sit down. Okay. Anyway. So you were showing them the two-headed doll.
Yeah, we got the two-headed doll with the that was this.
You got
Whoever made these made all of them. The Hellraiser doll back there.
the Hellraiser
There was a
doll.
couple others
There's all-
back there, but they were
all the
really,
little
really
ones
super
here.
cool. But
But yeah. He was
anyone
kind enough to
watching
give
with
those
their
to us.
dolls, oh my God, that's a great
Oh,
question,
yeah.
Ribbon Kitten. Is anybody watching this with their dolls?
Hi, Sue Barbie Love.
Have you seen Annabelle? I seen some of it,
Yeah, we haven't watched
not
the
all
whole
of it,
thing
because
yet.
the movie was so bad. I just thought it was horrible, and I think the
We haven't
doll
seen it,
was so horrible. And I realized that they didn't use the Raggedy Ann type doll because they thought it looked too cutesy. But I think that if
It
they
looked scary
would have
enough
been
for
good
them.
enough at it, they could have pulled it off. But the doll they used was just ugly. It wasn't scary.
Right.
It was
I
just
don't know.
dumb looking and
I think
ugly.
it was an ugly
and it-
fashion doll kind of thing almost.
Yeah.
It just didn't, I don't know. Just,
I don't know. I thought it was horrible. I actually preferred the doll, the clown in the Poltergeist.
oh man.
That was creepy.
Wasn't that
Jessica,
great? I
remember
I
the,
loved
what was the
that.
name of him? Mr. Jingles? Mr. Jingles?
That's what she
Yeah, our daughter
hers
actually
is named Mr.
had
Jingles.
a big one of him
Yeah.
that she used to put it in the back of her car when she was in high school and stuff. And if she went anywhere by herself, that way nobody would mess with her because they would see that clown in the back seat and go, I ain't messing
We
with that
raised
girl.
a
Yeah.
normal kid.
Yeah. Just absolutely, completely normal. That's right. So, what is it about a doll that creeps you guys out? Do you
Or
guys?
do you creep?
Yeah, that's a good question.
We
Do you
probably
guys
don't.
ever?
You probably don't.
Is there any dolls that ever creep
Get
you
creeped
out
out.
in any way, and what would be a reason why? Like our son is, he's used to all these dolls like this, and we can blood and gore them out all week, just whatever, and he's fine with that. But the minute that Pat strips all of the paint and everything off of them, and they have like no face, and we have him sitting around the living room or whatever in the work areas, and he sees these, it freaks him out. He's like, I can handle any doll, no matter what you do with it, but that no-face doll freaks him out.
He can't go for
And
that.
who would think? Who would have thought that would have done it? So,
would-
is there anything
he would
that
find these
creeps you
creepy.
guys out about a doll, or because you're doll collectors, you just think all dolls are great? Some people collect BJD dolls and stuff and love them, but find the old antique dolls absolutely creepy. So that pinhead is kind of creepy.
Well, yeah.
Oh, hi, Susie, Barbie, love. Hi, girl. I didn't even know you were here. Now I'm telling her hi. She says hi up there. Okay, hi, y'all. Hi, y'all back. Where
Yeah,
are
we know
you
about
from,
Robert.
Susie? I mean, it's no doubt you're from the South. I mean, it's like me. I know it's hard. People just have problems finding out, me and you are from the South. Not our accents or anything, right? When we went to Arkansas last week, we stopped at Paula Ding's restaurant. Oh my God, in Branson, when we were there, doing the video for the video that you guys just seen on the toy museum. We
It's just
stopped.
from South Carolina.
Yep, and I am from Arkansas. But anyway, we went to Paula Ding's restaurant, and they have a little shop on the outside. And I found this T-shirt that says, "I don't have an accent, y'all do." I loved
Love
it.
We had to get it.
I had to
It was
get it.
great.
Yeah, it was super cool.
Herky says nothing creeps me out anymore. I
Yeah,
understand that
no, oh no, I still get creeped out.
about different things.
Yeah, I see myself in the morning in the mirror, and I get so creeped out. The older I get, the more creeped out I get. Oh,
Really.
anyway, yeah. Okay.
But they asked, do you know about the haunted doll, Robert? Yep. It's in a museum in the Florida Keys in Key West.
Yeah, I still say Robert
Yeah.
is the doll that they based the movie on, a Chucky doll. I still say this. Somebody look it
The
up.
whole idea about it. Yeah.
Yeah, I think he
I
was
think you're
based
right.
on the Robert
The
doll.
haunted doll.
So, Sue Barbie, she said that, I guess, I didn't, I went by too fast, but
Oh,
somewhere
right there in Myrtle Beach.
she has, in Myrtle Beach, so they have
That's where
a
she is.
Paula Deen there. Oh,
Yeah.
more than one. I don't know
That's
about you,
good.
but I love that
We
food.
loved it. It was great.
And Herc, I know you're in Arkansas, but I didn't see you when I was there. Where were you? God. Well, I went to Arkansas, and you didn't even come up and say howdy or anything to me. I don't know.
Mr. Joe says, I've never been haunted by any dolls, but certain dolls do have smiles that look frightening. I don't know what you're
Teeth
talking
dolls. Some people are totally freaked out over teeth dolls,
But we have-
and
about.
what?
I had one that I thought was
That has a really creepy smile.
Yeah. Some people actually the one that you really
You
love,
can
your
also-
happy doll. There was
The
most
happy
of the
dolls
people
are
I work
in
with
by
thought it
my
was
sewing
creepy.
machine. Because
Your
when I
happiest
make
doll.
costumes, I
There's
cuss a
always-
whole lot
Is it in the
for the
other room?
dolls, and the
It's in the
happy
other room.
dolls kind of help me. Yeah, so they're all in the other room. As you guys can see, these are creepy dolls because you flip this room on the other side. That's where all the BJD dolls and all the dolls are
Yeah,
that I
they're
do
behind the
other
camera.
videos on. So just like flip everything around.
Ribbon Kitten doesn't
Yeah, we got
like
split personalities. We got
Ribbon-
cutesy dolls and creepy dolls.
Ribbon Kitten doesn't like realistic silicone baby dolls.
I read that a while ago. I was going to say something about
I
that
think you
too.
don't like that either.
Silicone baby dolls are kind of like, I agree. I mean, I'm not afraid of them. Like, I don't get totally creeped out over them, but they're just strange to me. I don't know. I don't know how to explain it. But I do admit that when we went to the Halloween Transworld show that we go in St. Louis every year, it's the big Halloween Haas show. They had these silicone, they were like little demon babies and stuff.
Oh,
You remember
yeah.
those? I don't know. I thought those were freaking cool.
They were cool.
It just made them more creepy, just kind of, I don't know. I really liked that. But the baby doll things, when you pick them up and they have that silicone, it doesn't feel real to me. So I don't understand why people think it's like it makes a doll more real because I don't know.
They have that weight though.
It's-
Whenever they're solid silicone, they're heavy.
I know, but they're
They're
just.
kind of floppy. And
But some of them are absolutely adorable, and if that's your thing, I don't have anything against it. I mean, I feel like everybody has the right to like whatever dolls they like, and I'm sure there's some people think these dolls are like the weirdest thing ever, and we like them. I don't care. So more power to you if you like silicone dolls. They're just kind of not my thing. They're just kind of. I wouldn't sleep with one.
That's true.
So, people
So
are
do you
scarier than dolls. Sue's Barbie, love you are.
That's-
So correct,
that's so
and no
true.
one will probably ever say anything correcter tonight than just that. And somebody said Walmart LOL, and I have no clue. Oh, it's Herc.
Yeah, he says
What
that's
was it
what
I
creeps
missed?
him out.
Walmart creeps you out? You know
Walmart
what?
creeps
I
you
agree
out.
with you. Even silicone dolls, I would sleep with one before I slept in Walmart. They're open 24 hours, and the people that are in there freak me out so bad. I try to stay away from that place and maybe go in there once a month. I absolutely hate it. Okay. Okay. Now, Mr. Joe, the doll lover and scholar, he says, then there are some dolls with spooky eyes, like the one we just showed, that its eyes go. That is supposed to be the number one reason why people are afraid of dolls, is because they claim these dolls follow you. And I remember this.
Follow me eyes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was telling Pat this story earlier. I remember this one girl that I knew when I was much younger, and her sister had gone to this yard sale, or kind of an estate sale somebody was having out in the country, because they lived way out in the country. And it was like an big old 2-story home, like kind of like a Victoria style home. It was gorgeous or whatever. But anyway, they went in there, and one of the rooms was just filled with these vintage dolls. And the older sister, there was 2 sisters that went that I knew them both, and the younger one came out of the room. The older one said she ran out of the room screaming, out of the house screaming. She said, I was so embarrassed I could have killed her. And she said, well, those dolls scare me. There's something not right about those dolls. I had an incident when I was a child, and with these dolls that follow your eyes follow you, and it scared me to death. And that was the first time I had ever even learned that people were afraid of dolls. It never occurred to me that somebody would be afraid of a doll until she told me the story about running out of that house screaming because she was terrified because dolls' eyes followed her. Weird. Dolls with huge bumblebee eyes can be haunting, said Mr. Joe, you got a lot of them. You don't like dolls at all, do you? It says doll lover and scholar. So what dolls do you like? What, you just like BJD dolls? But yeah, there are some with that they don't scare me, but I just think they're ugly.
So I was going to say, as a kid, I didn't get that either. I didn't find them dolls scary at all, so I didn't really understand.
You really
whenever
didn't have
other
that many
kids-
dolls around because
Well, that's
you
true. I
didn't
was
really.
a
Well, you had
child,
you had a younger sister later.
My mom didn't
She
have any
had.
dolls or anything. But
Did Krista play with him? Krista, his sister, as I tested.
by that time, I was too old, for it to
Yeah,
really
when
matter to me. So I never really had anything happen to me as a little kid. Like, well, they weren't. Your friend wasn't a little kid, but no, she said as a little kid something happened to her that made her afraid of
Yeah,
dolls.
she never really said why.
I mean,
Just
nothing
that
like
she had
that
this
ever
doll
really
that creeped
happened
her
to me.
out or something. I don't know.
I do remember seeing the Twilight Zone episode, but this was my first experiences that gave me that put that thought in my head, the Twilight, I've got it here, that was called Talkie Tina, that episode. And it was all about a doll that was possessed or haunted or something.
I have to see that again to
and,
remember it.
Yeah, you'll have to look
the
that
one
up,
that
Talkie Tina, if you haven't seen that episode of Twilight Zone.
Which one was this? It wasn't Twilight Zone. It was one of them where, this is the one that scared me when I was a kid, was like, it was not a voodoo doll.
Yes.
It was that, what was that called? You guys know what I'm talking about. It was the doll that was like some kind of African doll or whatever.
From Trilogy of Terror.
That's it. And it was under her sofa
It was the
in her
Zuni doll.
apartment, and she reaches under again and it has that little. It was,
It's like the teeth is.
yes.
Like grabs
What kind
around
of
your
doll
arm
was
and-
that? What doll was?
It was a
Like an
Zuni
African
doll.
doll.
He called it Zuni doll, and it
It was
was
a Zuni
what the
doll.
heck
I
did
never.
I gotta-
That didn't.
okay, I
That's
gotta
not what I was
use my
looking. That was not the
computer
word I was looking
No,
for. Zuni doll.
They called it something. I don't know. I actually loved that movie when the first time I ever saw it. It creeped me out. But I loved it.
I was
don't know why I loved it
afraid.
so much.
I remember as a child looking under my bed because
Oh,
when I
hey,
seen that
Landon.
thing, I didn't want to sleep.
Landon's her nephew.
Landon is my nephew. Hi, sweetheart. Love you. Just seen him last week. So I guess it's Landon because it's under his own thing because it's Landon. Okay, so Susie's Barbie Love says maybe a Linda Blair from The Exorcist. I wouldn't want if they made one. You know, that's funny because Pat and I were out yard selling this morning, going to yard sales, and we found this doll bed. It's kind of like an iron like doll bed. And I just instantly got the idea that I have got to buy this bed and make an exorcist doll in it. So she's kind of sitting up, and I really want to make her head turn around. I'm not going to make her barf or anything, but I just like this bed was just perfect.
Thanks for not making it barf. Okay, that's one thing I can't take.
Yeah, I wouldn't want a barfing doll anyway, but yeah. So, Landon, we have to watch. Landon's young, so I got to watch what I say. That'll be good. My sister will come after me. Okay. I've seen too much haunted dolls as child's play now. Kirk.
They called it a Zuni fetish doll.
So that's still not what I'm thinking of.
Doll. Why a fetish doll? What kind of fetish? Now that's creeping me out more than.
Did anybody else see that show? Oh, okay.
Trilogy of Terror.
Ribbon Kitten says Sailor Moon, episode 18, season 1. The monster of the day is a scary doll. I've seen that.
Oh, it says a fetish is an object believed to have a supernatural power, or in particular, a human-made object that has power over others.
Oh.
Fetish? I learned a new thing about the word fetish because that's not what I had in mind.
Landon says he ain't scared of no dogs, y'all. He's from Arkansas. He ain't scared of no dogs. Okay, we have somebody new. We have Maya Kitty 12. Oh, is that right?
Yeah.
Hi, Maya Kitty 12. I'm sorry if we missed you when you came in. I never owned a haunted doll. Yet.
As far as you know. Maybe it was just smart and kept quiet.
Now, where is it? Is it China or where is it that they have the Barbie doll that's haunted? That is, they have it, where they kind of worship the doll and everything to.
Yeah, I don't know.
What's the name of it? It starts with a B, something weird like that.
Now, there was the Okiku doll in Japan.
No, that's not the Barbie.
That's currently at the Meninji Temple.
But that's like an Asian doll.
That was one, that their daughter died. And she
and
had
the hair
this
grew.
doll. Exactly.
Do you guys ever hear that story?
That its hair was supposed to still be
and they
growing.
believe that the child went into the doll, possessed the doll.
Exactly.
And
the only thing it ever does is its
hair grows. And it claims that it still does today, and they have to trim the doll's hair, and they measure
and they sent the hair off for testing and confirmed it is human hair.
It is human hair, and it was still alive. The hair was not dead. So, Maya Kitty says China. So that's where the Barbie is.
Hi, Kathy.
Oh, hi, my sister Kathy. Hi,
This
Kathy.
is Landon's account. It's funny.
Okay.
So there's as far as other dolls.
Hi, Serenity Spectre. I don't know if did we talk about the super chat?
Oh, hey, Dale's on there too.
I don't think we talked.
No, we haven't said anything about
Hi,
super
Dale.
chat. If anybody's
My
interested
brother-in-law.
in super chat,
Saying hi to y'all. Okay, yeah, we want to talk to you guys about on the bottom. There is a thing called super chat, and this is not a requirement. Nobody has to do this, but if you want to help out the channel, you can click on it. You can donate any amount you would like. It could be as low as $1 if you wanted to, and it's just to help us to bring more videos to you guys. So it's just there if you would like to, but nobody's required to do it. So we just wanted to mention it, and if you do, we will say thank you. And if anybody does it, we're going to push the magic creepy button, and you'll get to hear a really creepy sound if anybody does it from a doll. We're actually going to put this inside of it. We've got the doll that it goes inside of it. We're going to put it in there and finish creeping her out. Yeah, and you'll see why if anybody does do it. Anyway, moving on. Anything we've missed?
Wants to know what's what famous, well-known haunted doll is your favorite?
Huh. My favorite out of haunted dolls.
I feel like I was looking at these again more recently than you were today. I don't know.
I don't think there's any. Oh, I just remembered the Sailor Moon doll. No, it wasn't the Sailor Moon doll. What doll?
Was
Do you
there a
remember
haunted Sailor Moon doll?
There's a doll recently that me and you seen that was an anime, and the doll was a haunted doll.
Well, I think they mean which famous real life.
I know, but I really
you
like that doll.
That doll was kind of cool.
That was cool. I wish I knew the name of it. Does anybody know what anime I'm talking about?
Oh,
it's about a doll that it's a live doll, and some little boy, he gets it. He order a whole bunch of
he's ordered
items that are supposed to be haunted, and ends up with the doll, and she's. Oh well. Anyway, we're moving on with that. The most famous haunted doll that I like. I used to think Annabelle was cool until they made the movie. And again, like I said, I absolutely hate the doll. I think it's stupid looking, so I don't see that as scary. And I can't ever see a Barbie as being something spooky. Probably for me, the most scariest doll would be the one that Pat just talked about, the Japanese doll that grows hair, because some Asian dolls can be really spooky. And it's because of the beliefs that Asians have. Like if you guys have watched any of those, is it Japanese movies or China movies, where the horror movies where they have all those creepy
kind of like the
people that do that jerky thing, freak you totally
down
out.
The stairs upside down.
Yeah. Those kind of movies.
Bones popping and cracking.
Yeah, that right there. So that I just can't help it. I watched those movies and I would see these dolls if they are haunted. That's what they would do. That would freak me out.
That's the one.
That's the one, Rosin Maiden?
Yeah, Rosin Maiden.
That's
right.
it.
That's the right anime that she's talking about.
That could be.
We haven't got a chance to watch it yet, but we saw bits of it.
They need to make a movie about that doll and make her do that bone popping freaking thing.
We don't like to read.
I mean, his hair doesn't have to grow in the movie because that would be like kind of weird. Sitting there going, okay, well, day 12, the doll finally hair grew. It's gonna be kind of boring. But the bone cracking thing, yeah, that would freak me out a little bit. What would be your scariest?
Yeah, exactly, Rose.
Well,
as far as like real life, man, I don't know if I'd be creeped out or if I'd really enjoy going to the Island of Dolls.
I forgot about the Island of Dolls.
I think that would be cool to see.
I want to see it too. I think that'd be so cool to see all these creepy dolls like we make hanging up in the trees and stuff.
Because we went to the Florida Keys, and I didn't even think to look for. I didn't realize Robert was down in Key West whenever we went to Key West. That would have been cool.
I know. I wish I'd known that too. I got to say this real quick. Yeah. Maya Kitty 12 says, I really only buy new dolls. That way I don't get a haunted one. I don't know. I'm kind of hoping for one. I'm kind of weird like that.
Yeah, because we buy used, old dolls.
But see, this is how we make sure, because we buy a lot of vintage dolls.
Exactly.
Is we make sure that they're good. Is I have learned that you give these. Now, this is a good lesson for all of you guys who may end up with a haunted doll, how to keep it from doing evil things to you. Mm-hmm. Is you got to give them lots of love and attention. So every day I tell them how pretty they are and how cute and lovable they are. And if you tell your dolls that, they'll always be good and happy dolls. That's what I tell my son all the time. Because when we went to Arkansas last week, I asked him when we were gone, I said, did all the dolls, everything okay? Nothing get you or anything? He goes, no, I'm the boss. And I'm going like, you're the boss? How are you the boss? I'm like, you know that you have to give them love and treat them well or whatever so they don't do anything to you. And he goes, that's what I did. That's why I'm the boss.
Right. Good answer. Okay.
Whatever works for him. Okay, I don't know if it's been mentioned, but do the dolls in Puppet Master count?
Sure.
Oh, Andy Showcase. Hi, Andy. You bet they do. They certainly do.
Absolutely.
A lot of people are terrified of marionettes. I don't know why, but
I know.
The Puppet Master, I seen that one when I was pretty young, so that one kind of creeped me out too, if I remember.
There's just something about that white one, with the blade hands and the eyes,
Yeah.
I mean, it was creepy cool, I mean.
That actually started a fascination for me for marionettes. I just always found them really cool after that. My sister says, hey, we played with some scary dolls. Like what, sister? What scary dolls did we? just because we buried some in mud holes. My mom was on my case when we were up there. She goes, "Do you remember how we had this big mud hole in the driveway and you guys would put all your Barbies in there? And then we had it filled with cement to keep you guys from putting your Barbies in there."
And they excavated the site and found a whole lot of
They
things
found
that you
all
had
the Barbie
buried in the mud
dolls.
hole.
We took their heads off and stuff and put them in the mud hole. Oh well. Anyway, she buried them all under concrete. May they
Anyone
rest in
hear about
peace.
That life-size anime figure that had to be exorcised by a Shinto priest. No, I didn't hear about that one. I might have to look that up. Your granddaughter is pretty sure some of your dolls move, huh, Carla? You might have to put a webcam on it or something.
Hi, Carla Oates. I didn't see you come in, hon.
Yeah,
Glad to have you. Hope we didn't miss anybody else that
I don't
has
think we've missed
entered
anybody.
in here. I want to know what scary dolls that we played with. I know I scarred my oldest sister because I grabbed a hold of one of her dolls one time. I was going to give it a walk. She was one of those kind that nobody played with her dolls.
Yeah, your
They were-
sister. Yeah,
Yeah,
your
she kept
oldest
their
sister.
packages, all that crap, and I didn't believe in that. And I'm like younger. They're both older. Kathy's older than me.
you just had to throw that out.
Okay. Anyway, I had got one of her big dolls and decided it needed to go for a walk because it didn't get to go anywhere and do anything. So I got it by the arm and started walking down the hallway, and his arm just fell off.
It just fell off.
It was new and it just fell off. I'm serious. I'm not exaggerating. I'm not lying. I didn't hurt the doll. It just fell off. And she told me a few years ago that I scarred her because her doll's arm fell off. I scarred her for life. Okay, after we put rouge
and cut their hair.
Flesh and stuff. Okay, so I tried doing doll makeup years ago.
As a child.
And I sucked at it then, and I suck at it now. That's why Pat does all the doll face-ups, okay? All right, so move on, sister.
And I had less experience with dolls than you, okay? I'm just saying. I didn't have any dolls. Oh, well.
I paint dolls like I put my makeup on. That's all you guys need to know.
I just love art,
This is
so
showing you right here
it's
the
fun.
proof that I do not do dolls. Okay. So,
Only reason you don't like haunted ones is you have mental illnesses. Well, I can understand that.
yeah, that could probably do it, yeah.
Now, some of the other dolls.
Also, what was the first recorded instance of a haunted doll? Was asked by Ribbon Kitten.
That's a
good
I'm not
question.
sure.
Has anybody got the answer?
Yeah, what the first really recorded? Man, because
Long time ago.
technically you'd think that would be
Recorded though.
yeah, recorded. Hmm.
You mean on record? You don't
I'm
mean like they
always getting
recorded the
other dolls at
doll?
flea markets and thrift
Oh,
stores, but
there
no,
was
I
this
was yet
one
to see.
doll that I don't really know that much about this doll. Like I don't know if that is famous or anything. It may be, but the owner put it in a glass cage because they said the doll moved. Do you remember that one where they would peck on it? That he actually recorded it, and the doll had moved his foot or something, wasn't it? Like you could see his foot
I
moving,
think that's
and he recorded.
there's
That was actually a recording, but not recorded. You know.
yeah. I
But it
don't
would
know,
tap. It was like looked like it was
Creepy Old
tapping
Man
his
puppet
foot.
or something. I think it's the
Yeah,
puppet
that's
one.
right. It was more like, but I think it was actually classified as a doll.
Yeah, but I don't know what its
Yeah.
official name is though.
I don't know. I don't remember any of the names of them or
seeing
anything.
footage of that though.
But I do. Yeah, I've
Because
never
he's
seen that on
got a
YouTube video.
webcam that's on his shop all the time and always on that doll, and then they go back and I don't know if they do it every day. They're probably bored with it now.
If they
but
still do it or not. I
Yeah,
don't
they
know
used
how
to
long
every
ago. I
day
think that
go
was a
back
long time ago.
go and look and see if there's any footage of anything moving, if the doll fell over or that it was tapping its foot or something. And yeah, I remember seeing clips of that.
Herc, you're saying that you have always been getting older dolls at flea markets and thrift stores, but no haunted ones yet. So you haven't had any that have done anything strange in your house.
They all
You
stay
haven't
put,
seen
huh?
anything happen, like a doll's arm move or
See,
something, just
I feel like
head
ours
turned
all
in a different
are
direction.
pretty well
anything.
behaved, but you're pretty nice to them. So
Well, sometimes they kind of move around, but all in all, they're pretty good dogs.
Yeah. And yeah, they think it's Annabelle. You think Annabelle's the one that's locked up in the cage and taps its foot every once in a while? I know that like the Robert doll, they they say that everybody is supposed to ask for permission before they take pictures of him. Otherwise, bad things happen. And the story is that some people have regretted that and like written letters of apology back to Robert saying, "I'm sorry," you know, because bad things happened on my way home or afterwards.
You have to leave a note. And which president was it Obama? One of the presidents actually wrote a letter to it, but they don't think that he actually knew that Robert was a doll when he wrote the letter.
He's got bigger things to deal with than, he's got to run a country. And they're like, "Hey, write a letter to Robert." Sure,
maybe
whatever,
he took a picture of it. We don't know. We weren't
Who's Robert? Oh, it's fine. Just trust me. It'll be better if you write a letter.
Glad to see you.
Oh,
okay. So anybody want to talk about anything else that could be, I don't know, we could talk about anything scary or anything haunted or anything not haunted or just any subjects anybody wants to bring up.
Anybody have any other kind of paranormal experiences?
Yeah. We could all talk about that. My sister and I, because before we did this video, we went out and eat Mexican food. So it was smart of me. I'll talk about it. But anyway, and I got to thinking about one story, and I called my sister to help her remind me, the sister that's here with us, the sweet one. Did you hear that? I said you were the sweet one. You'd be nice to me. Anyway, we're talking about a story that we remembered. So do you guys want to hear the story? Okay, I'll go into it. It has nothing to do with dolls. And I was still in school, but she was married and pregnant with her first child, and they had rented this house. Dale, the two dolls behind you have blood on their mouth. Dale, those are not two dolls. That is one doll with two heads.
One doll with 2 heads.
It's because it's got intestines. They're eating their own intestines.
I don't think he was here when we talked about that.
Oh, yeah. These are new to the family.
Yeah,
we did not make these dolls.
This was given to us
that
by
one,
a friend
the
of a friend.
Hellraiser doll.
Yeah,
the
Hellraiser
little
doll.
Where's that? Is the little doll
there? There's a little doll.
Yeah, the big doll holding the other doll's head in his hands. These were given to us by a friend's friend who was moving out of state, and his wife basically said, "You cannot keep these because I hate them. They creep me out." So he gave them to us, which we got a doll up here. I was kind of wanting to open up.
Oh, that's true. Yeah.
That's actually more of an action figure, but he's super cool. If you guys want to see him, we'll open him up out of the box. He's really, really creepy. Oh, this is also.
Hey, you've got something to say about.
Yeah, I was going to tell you that other story, but we'll talk about that one later. Cool. This doll right here is said online by somebody who had one on eBay that she's haunted. And I'm like, I have the same doll.
Oh, was Landon using Dale's account? Okay, so it's Landon saying that the dolls behind us are bloody.
Okay, well, whoever you are.
But anyway, go ahead. Back to
Landon
eBay.
was on his own account. Can't keep up with you guys. Stay with one account. Oh, I mean, more than one account. Okay, anyway, she is supposed to be haunted. I'm trying to remember what it is that she's supposed to do. Their doll that looks like her, but ours is not haunted. But she's supposed to make noises when they're not in the room. And I don't remember what she did. I don't remember anything tonight. Okay, moving on. But anyway, there is one like her on eBay, haunted. And if you guys want a haunted doll, go on eBay, because everybody on eBay that has an old doll pretty much claims that they are haunted because somebody sold one and made some money off of it. So I guess. So my question on that is, if you buy a doll on eBay that they claim is haunted, you get it and it's not, is it refundable?
No, is it refundable? Can you get your money back?
Don't you think you should get your money back?
You're saying, so if you're buying a haunted doll and
should be guaranteed.
You believe that it's not haunted, it doesn't do anything, it just lays there and nothing ever happens. Right. Can you get a refund?
Yeah, should be guaranteed. I think it should be.
Can you buy one off of Etsy and get like a custom soul?
That's a good question. Well, that's a whole new subject there. We might not want to go there.
How do these? We heard somebody a theory that if you die and there's a doll in the room with you, that your soul might become stuck in that doll. So
yeah, but like we were also talking about like if there's several things. No, I don't know. Well, I'm not sure where we're going to go with that one.
Well, we were like,
I got my mind off. I was starting thinking about something else. Like somebody said, if there's two dolls in a room and they're both haunted.
Oh,
Basically, what happens? What,
do they scare each
yeah,
other?
do they scare each other?
And what was it he said?
So they're probably planning on killing you.
Yeah, if you think they're doing
So if you
anything
think they're
other
doing
than
anything
planning
else,
your
yeah.
demise.
You're-
It's too funny.
Yeah, exactly. You is in La La Land. because-
Yes, I did see that episode Andy showcased about the ventriloquist and his doll. That was,
Oh, I seen that one too.
oh shoot, I'm trying to think of the actor's name. Shoot, I just forgot who it was. Oh, it was
Look at that.
shoot, Anthony Hopkins. Anthony Hopkins was the ventriloquist that had that doll.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh man, I bet want to see what that one's at.
Yes.
So you keep
It's
talking,
cool.
I'll look it up.
Which one you looking up? The
Ventriloquist.
ventriloquist dummy thing, the Anthony Hopkins. Yeah.
Wow.
That was a cool episode. There's some other episodes from the Twilight Zone too, but those were the two
Well, if I could spell.
that I remember. Or was that girl? Gosh, where was it again? Talkie Tina, and I can't remember the name of the episode for that Twilight Zone with the ventriloquist doll. But growing up, Carlos says, growing up, my mother made porcelain dolls, so there was always eyeless doll heads all over her workroom. Not creepy at all. It does get you kind of desensitized to it, though, doesn't
Yeah.
it? You know, I
You
mean,
guys have seen probably most of you seen our video on our doll eye collection that we have
yeah.
a whole lot of doll eyes. So I'm like, no. When I was a kid, I grew up in Arkansas. People, like I said, we played with fish eyes. So like when we went fishing and we went to clean the fish, which we gutted them when we were kids and stuff. Their eyes are like rubbery and they follow you where you go. We used to poke on their eyes and stuff. Kathy, do you remember that? I do. You probably didn't do it. I did. You did too, though. I remember. We used to play with those. Oh, yeah, I have seen this one with the ventriloquist.
Oh, that's
He's
a different
kinda cute.
episode. That is not the same thing.
Oh.
Oh, I'm thinking of a movie. I was getting that confused
I'm
with
like-
the movie with Anthony Hopkins.
Can't even see it. Look at that.
Yeah,
Can't
I
even
was
see it.
completely wrong.
with black
Sorry
and
about
white.
that. No.
You're talking about the one they were talking about earlier. Dang it, my brain.
I can't remember what the heck the name of that was. Where do we want to show them some of our creepy dolls here? Well,
Yes, go ahead.
she almost
Do
took a
it.
spill.
If you
She-
can keep
take a
them
spell.
from jumping around or whatever.
We think, oh, she's heavy. Yeah. I don't mean that in a bad way.
Magic.
Magic.
That's the one you were
That's the
thinking.
one I was thinking.
There's
of.
also Dead Silence,
Isn't
but
she kinda
Magic
cool?
was.
Check her out.
I also remember.
She's got a.
Oh, this is like one of my
Isn't
favorite
she cool?
porcelain serving dolls.
Yeah.
We have not done anything to her because
No.
who
Her
would?
hair out
Look
her
at her.
eyes.
Is she not like just looking at
She
her
is cool.
like the coolest, creepiest doll ever? So she was in our thumbnail
Yeah.
picture because I just absolutely love
Just
her.
because she
And
is
I have a
super
thing
cool.
for clowns, and I do not understand why people are creeped out by clowns.
Or
Is
Randy
anybody
Davis,
here
a couple.
creeped out by clowns? One of the girls he works with, he can't even post a clown on his Facebook page because she's that freaked out of clowns. She is terrified of them. Anybody else? Kelly Savalas was in Twilight Zone episode. Oh,
Teddy Savalas, that's right.
that's what he was thinking of. I don't think
Yeah.
I remember that one. I don't think I've ever seen
I did
that
see
one.
that episode too. I was just getting it confused with the movie.
We also have a clown back there that's musical. But does anyone else afraid of clowns? Do you guys think clowns are creepy? Has anyone seen the Clowns from Outer Space movie?
Invasion of the Killer Clowns.
Yeah.
That's a
Oh,
cult,
it's a crazy
a cult
stupid thing.
classic.
Oh, LDs says, I'm scared of clowns because I watched it when I was young.
Well,
yeah, the movie.
That did it for
Movie.
a lot of people.
They did it for a lot of people, but I don't know. It's still, I grew up again in Arkansas, people. We went to rodeos and there were clowns in the rodeos. Right, Hurt? You remember that? Did you go to rodeos? You're from Arkansas. We grew up with clowns. I liked them.
Some
Didn't
people
understand.
find stuff like that creepy.
Moving dolls freak people out. Of course, that's what we
I know
do.
plenty of
Is
people
we,
that this would just,
we're
that
gonna
would
make
do it for them.
we're gonna make her creepy. Let me see that.
I don't know, again.
He went down.
Yeah, he went down there.
This is the big 3-foot doll, the clown one that Pat turned into. This doll, if we had not painted her, was worth about $300. We love her just like she is. The Barbie.
Oh yeah.
There's Barbie, half evil, half good. That's how I see Barbie. Oh, sorry, Sue. Sue's Barbie love. Sorry. I have lots of Barbies too. Okay. But you gotta admit, Barbie's got a little edge on her. We know where she originally came from. We know that she's a copy of a different doll that was not a very nice doll. I mean, it wasn't a bad doll or anything. But okay, anyway. Now, okay, these dolls like Pat's pulling out here. We found this doll in a little tiny antique shop that was hidden back in a case. I mean, like it'd been there forever. And I asked him, I said, took him back there and I said, tell me how much this doll is.
From there,
they wanted, I think, $7 for her. She was in her on box, in her original box when we got her. But those eyes told me that doll belonged to us. And I need to finish creeping her out. I think she's like going to be this ghost doll. Don't you guys see her as a ghost doll?
Oh, man.
When we buy dolls and we make them into beautifully jagged dolls that are not BJD dolls, we look for certain features on the dolls. We look for unique eyes, even though Pat can change them. Sometimes it's just the eyes.
This is perfect.
The eyes is all we need to come up with the idea of what we're going to do with the doll. But we look for something, things that are unique, the facial expressions, just different things.
She doesn't have a smile, you know.
And it's hard to find dolls that aren't smiling.
And you know what
I don't like smiling dolls.
Reminds me of?
Dolls look sour face like me.
What does she remind you of as far as like movies go? Blonde hair, blue eyes, whole bunch of children in the town, all were blonde hair, blue eyes.
Children of the Corn.
Well,
no, that was a different
Children of the Corn.
No, you're talking about the. I have no idea what that baby's name is.
Yeah, I can't think of the name of it. I was hoping you knew it.
They were all blonde haired and blue eyed, though. I instantly thought Children of the Corn. I don't know why.
Guys remember.
That is not it. Let's look. Blue eyed.
And they were like hybrid,
blonde,
alien, human hybrids, I think. And, they had telekinetic powers or something, But isn't it cool? It was awesome.
Village of the Damned.
Village of the Damned.
1995. Wasn't that an old movie too? And they remade it. Yeah, because it was made in 1960 and then it was made again in 1995.
Exactly.
I don't know why, but I think the 1960 version was scarier.
I liked it better.
I always liked the old versions. I think they are.
But yeah,
they're just.
That's what I saw when I saw
Village
this.
of the Damned. Anybody else seen that movie? You know what we're talking about? Where all the children were made to look the same and they were like creepy personalities.
Yeah.
They were they were creepy little children. Children are creepy. Just naturally, children are creepy. Landon, you're creepy. Serenity Spectre. I don't think we've seen them. Hi, Serenity Spectre. Will you do more doll repaint videos? That's the question for you. Because again, I put my own makeup on, guys. I leave the dolls alone. It says it all.
I wanted to say that I was painting on one that I did film. I haven't.
It was Kitty's, which I was hoping Kitty Allen would be here from Australia. She is one of the winners of the last giveaway that we did. And Pat has painted her face and he is done. And it is me who is still finishing the clothing. Actually, I've got most of her dress made. I'm having her wig is the next thing. I just haven't had time. We had work on last week, but just haven't.
I just have to throw that up there. She's just so cute. I can't see her as creepy at all.
No, I think we bought her in
she's too
antique
cute.
store too.
Yeah.
Actually, she's kind of a collectible doll too.
Yeah,
I found out she's kind of collectible, but we're gonna creep her out anyway. She just needs to be.
Landon says, "I'll get you for that."
Love you, Landon. Yeah, loves you. Okay. There was something else that was on here. Oh, I'm a transplant. I don't get into anything like rodeos, is what Herc said. Okay. And we have talked about face-up things. I know we want to get back into our creepy dolls because this horrible thing called COVID put us out of commission for a little while on going to shows, because we always did dolls and took them to shows, and we do some for our Etsy shop, but really we don't do that many. And the main reason we don't is because we do a lot of the mechanical dolls and stuff, and every time we post them, they end up being shipped to some foreign country, and packing these dolls and making sure they get there stresses me out. And it is a high shipping thing, and I'm always worried they'll be destroyed after all the work we put into them. And we did one doll that wasn't animatronic. I can't
break
call
my
it
heart, aren't you?
animatronic. That was a 3rd scale doll. I don't know if you guys belong to our Facebook site, you've probably seen him. Oshus was his name. We worked really hard on him. I made him a leather coat out of real leather. Pat made him the coolest sword. It all by hand. It was the coolest doll. We sold him. He went to New York. This one, he didn't go out of the country. He went to New York. And the person lived in an apartment building, and he kept sending us messages going, "Where's the doll?" And we were like sending him our shipping number, so he knew,
All the
tracking number and information, because he actually turned us into eBay. We sold him on eBay, which I don't normally do that. I don't like buying or selling dolls on eBay. I don't trust eBay stuff anymore. But anyway, he turned us in, and then they were like, well, they have proof they sold it to you. But it ended up that someone had stole him when he was dropped off by FedEx.
Yeah.
Delivered him, I believe, or UPS. I can't remember. Might have been UPS. But they delivered him, and then the people said they remembered him coming in, and then someone stole him after that. And it depresses me to know that someone stole him.
Yeah.
We put a lot of work in the doll. So we don't like to do them online. We love to go to shows. And because of COVID, they were canceling all the shows. So we kind of got lazy on making the dolls, and we are way behind. But we want to get started again here very soon to start making creepy dolls again, because it's our love. We just love to make creepy dolls. Don't know why, but I do. Okay. What time is it?
We've been on for 51 minutes.
Wow, already. So once again, I'm going to bring it up again. You guys are not required to do any of this stuff or anything, but down the bottom you will see a happy face, which is a sticker you can purchase, or there's a dollar sign next to it. You can click on that, and you can donate money
with a super chat or a super
it's called a super chat, and you can spend as much as you want. You can spend $1 or whatever you want to do, and if you do it, we're going to push the secret button. Do a sound of, it's going to be one of our dolls' noise. I ain't going to push it and listen, but anyway, you're not required to do it, but if you do, it helps us to make more videos for you guys, and I work really, really hard on the videos. I really do. They're a lot of work. I'm so stressed out. No, okay, I'm cool. Anyway, just wanted to let you guys know that. But okay, so anybody have any subjects you want to talk about? Okay, so Landon, you're saying that Kathy wants to see the dog that has
doll, maybe
it's a doll with the black on, because I'm like, I don't think if it else has black on behind the white doll that is next to
you. So the big Barbie, I bet. This
is the big Barbie. The one I was talking about a while ago. She's the one with the split personality. Some days you don't mess with her. Other days she's like just nice. She's a typical female. She has her good days and she has her bad days. Yeah, she's a big Barbie. She's like 3 foot tall.
You can see her well enough. I don't have to do a super close up, do I?
I made the costume.
Yeah.
And I did cuss quite a bit making this one, by the way.
No, you never cuss when you sew.
I cussed a whole lot.
No one ever cusses when they sew.
For some reason, the skirt didn't want to lay right. It just wanted to be a pain in my booty. Anyway, that's her. And we keep her. We have not sold her. We haven't sold the big clown doll because we just have grown attached to them.
Yep. Have you thought about making dolls inspired by...
Hi, Dolls Rescued!
Have you thought about making dolls inspired by or based on real haunted dolls?
See, on real haunted dolls. So we don't do character dolls on TV thing because we like to be original, but we are always having people ask us to do them. So that's why I was thinking about doing the Exorcist doll. Like
the Pinhead. We didn't do that, but
no.
But he did it. The guy that made that's pretty talented. He did a great job on that Pinhead.
Gray. What are they called? Gray. No, come on. What's the name of the company that made the people
Oh.
that make those dolls? I wanted to go
Shoot.
ahead and mention them. Grey Anatomy?
No,
No. Grey Anatomy's.
Grey's Anatomy is something different.
I don't know. It's Grey something or another. That's all I can remember. Patty's gonna look it up and find out. But
Grey,
they sell dolls and that they do a great job of them too. We do better, but you guys interested in looking at their dolls, you can check them out.
Grey,
Hi, Angie Rogers. Hi, girl. Love you.
Belinda.
What?
Grey Oddities.
Great oddities. I can't think of anything tonight. Get me in front of the camera and I just go. It's like a deer in the headlights. My brain's like, it's like going to Walmart. I walk into Walmart and I cannot remember what the crap I went there for. My list is gone out of my head. Okay, I hate that store. I hate that store.
Oh, man.
I hate it.
I think
Anyway.
they have something in the air as soon as you walk in. It just wipes your brain of
Yep.
whatever is on your shopping list, unless you have an app on your phone.
I'm going to have a question for our two new enters because they weren't here
Hi,
for
Angie
some of the
Rogers.
other stuff. Dolls Rescued and Angie Rogers. Have you guys ever owned a haunted doll?
Or do you know anyone
Or do you know
that
anyone who
has?
has had a
Have
haunted
you
doll?
or anybody you know had any experiences? Anything? Have any of your dolls gone bump in the night?
I just read Herc. He said, we all buy expensive dolls. We don't have money left. Well, thanks, Herc. I so appreciate it. You could pass up another pair of boots, and buy and spend $1 on me. Okay. I agree. We do spend too much on our
Experiences with
dolls.
spirits, yes.
So no,
See,
dolls.
we're kind of the same way. We
Mar-
haven't had any experiences with
I
haunted
forgot.
dolls or anything.
I
that we've
forgot
had.
Dolls Rescue's first name. It's like Marta or Mart or something. Tell me what your first name is. I'll call you by your first name unless you don't want me
I'm
to.
Pat.
And I'm Belinda. And this is BJD, Beautifully Jagged Dolls, coming at you live. Oh, sorry. Anyway, Dolls Rescue said experiences with spirits. Yes. Oh, you and I need to talk.
See, that's what I was saying.
That's right.
Her first name's Marna.
Marna. That's it.
You're right. That is your first name.
Good. You got it. Oh, funny. I think Angie Rogers might be Angie.
Never a haunted doll, but I lived in a haunted house before. Man, have we got stories. We got a few.
Okay, so
a few little
Angie,
stories
I have to read this
about
one.
a house. that we
Angie
were-
is red.
Never mind.
She's been working on a green pool.
Hmm?
I am red, been working
Red.
on my green
Oh.
pool.
As in sunburnt.
Oh! A green pool?
Why is your pool green? Is it full of algae?
I was trying to figure out the green
Or-
pool part, and
You might
it's
need
like a
some
whole new
chlorine.
Marna.
chemicals.
Were we saying it wrong? Did you say we said
said Marna.
Marna? Didn't we say Marna? Did we
Well,
not?
She typed that before we said Marna.
No, she
It
got
was already
Marna
on
up
the
there,
screen
and then
when I
Marna
said
down
Marna,
there.
So it was
Okay,
already
well,
up there, so.
she went, hi Marna. She knows her name. That's good. Yep,
Been
What
working
are
on
you
your
working
tan,
on
your
now? Susie Barbie Love has asked us. Are you talking about videos or dolls?
Dolls.
Carla Oates,
Oh my God.
Daddy, what the fuck? Secret chat ever! I'm a little excited. Oh, look how cute!
That's cute.
I love that. Look, guys, look at that.
Thank you,
That's
Carla.
adorable. $5. We love you. You're like my favorite ever. BJD doll, we love you. Oh. That sounds so cool now. If that doesn't creep you out as a doll, that will just get on your freaking nerves, right?
If you heard that, we've heard that thing go off. You have to think of it.
It's long too, and you can't shut it off once it goes off. So,
When we
Carla,
first
this
got
one's for
this
you,
thing.
babe. This is the creepy doll sound. Thank you, Carla. Love you.
It would go off in the other room.
$5 will buy me another one of these to creep that out. Oh, okay.
I forgot about that going off in the other room, kind of randomly. That was fun.
That was fun. That threw me totally off. I had something in my head I was going to say, and then it went boom, gone.
Were we going to talk about our experiences in our haunted house?
You
In
were
St.
reading
Charles.
something, and I interrupted you about the green pool.
Oh, that's fine. We can move on
Angie,
from
you
that.
got dolls to show me? You know, girl, just Instagram me. You know, you just Instagram me.
She's from Chatty Cathy years. That does not bother
Yeah,
me. Yeah.
my sister had a Chatty Cathy. We're old. Oh, anyway, read it.
What are we working on now? That was
What
a
are
question.
we? Oh, that was a question, wasn't it? Yes,
Mm-hmm.
it was. What are we working on now? And I was asking, do you mean video or doll?
I think they mean doll.
Oh,
What doll are we working on?
This is the video I'm working on right now.
You're gonna
And starting next week's video.
Answer out, right?
I need to do more video. Talk about the videos of it. I need to do more on the toy museum. Oh my gosh, guys, you have no idea how big this toy museum was. 4 hours of straight videoing. And I'm serious.
Cover the
There
entire thing.
is going to be an entire video of nothing but antique doll toy sewing machines. They are the coolest things you've ever seen. If you have interest, if you do any kind of make clothes for your dolls or anything, you're just going to find this interesting, I believe. And the doll houses.
And whenever we say
doll
antique
houses
sewing
were so
machines, we're talking about child's.
Yeah, these are toy ones. That's what I said.
Really.
They're toy sewing
They
machines.
are toy, but they're not.
But they
toy.
really, oh, that's
really
right. I
sew,
did say
yeah.
toys. They're children's size or like little like this, but they actually work. They
Yeah,
really
exactly.
make
Little
doll
hand
clothes.
crank.
Now, my sister and I
Little-
think my sister had an electric one.
They're
Kathy,
so
didn't you
cool.
have an electric sewing machine when you were little? Which doesn't make any sense since you can't sew. And I'm the one who does the sewing, but you got the sewing machine when you were kids.
Anyway,
Going back to what we're working on.
yeah, what doll?
Pat just finished Kitty Allen's doll. You have been working on painting the little 3D print things for me. I've been
That's
having,
true.
because I like little creature collectible things, and he's been printing those up and painting them. That's what he's been painting lately. And I'm still working on Kitty Allen's doll. And I hate to say this, but that's it right now. But we do have a bunch of things that we have lined up we want to do. But first, I have to finish cleaning out this doll room that you can't walk in, and the storage building out back that has lots of dolls in it. I want to organize the garage. We have this huge metal shelving, and it has a bunch of dolls on it. And I want to clean and organize all those out and have a big yard sale and get rid of stuff that's not doll related, but need to get rid of a lot of stuff so I can fit my dolls in there and store them. Because we basically have, just on the animated dolls, we have, like, you would not believe how many of those dolls that we have that we're going to make into stuff. But we want to get ready for the October show that's coming up. But we do a big doll show in
That's true. There's
October.
a craft fair
Yes.
coming up.
Well, it's not a doll show. It's a craft thing, but we sell our dolls, our
We
creepy
sell
dolls,
our
and
creepy
they're just
dolls,
extremely popular there, and we love doing them. And I got a bunch of doll strollers, prams that are vintage that I creep out and put the creepy dolls in them, and they do really good. But so anyway, that's probably what I'm going to be working on. And there's also we have a BJD doll that Pat has painted her face, but I haven't finished making her clothes, or I haven't made her clothes or her wig at all. She's one of our string dolls, and we got, you guys seen her unboxed ages and ages ago. I think she was my first Minifee. You guys remember her? Finally, she has a face paint, and she is going to be technically a BJD Beautifully Jagged doll. So she's going to have a creepy edge to her. So I'm doing her, but she's for me. Finally getting one of my dolls painted.
We used to live in Ozark, Missouri.
Mm-hmm.
We don't live
That's
there
where it's
anymore,
at,
but that's
too.
where that craft
Yeah.
fair is.
So if you live
Ozark,
out there, come
Missouri.
out and visit us. See your dolls. Talk to us.
So yeah, we like to go back there and
We love you guys.
set up.
Yeah.
The first year that we did the creepy dolls there, we sold out of all of our creepy dolls. We just brought a few to see how that would go. We sold them before we even started the show.
Yeah, I don't know how, Myrna, I don't know how far you are from there, but you ought to come out and see us.
Yeah.
Come out and see some creepy dolls. Which I was been wanting to ask you, Myrna, don't you collect the troll dolls? Don't you collect a bunch of trolls? Because I remember seeing them on your videos. Which, by the way, guys, Dolls Rescue has a channel that she does all kinds of dolls, from BJD dolls to trolls to everything. And also Susie's Barbie Love, she also has a doll channel. Guess what she shows? But you guys can't figure out what kind of dolls she has.
Dolls.
Yeah, American Girl, yes. But she does do other things besides Barbies. Actually, the video I just did with the museum, the toy museum thing, there was some dolls in it, and I had mentioned they were like on a bottom case. They just had one of them had like a little mustache thing, and I didn't know what they were. They were really cute, and she said they're 1960 Whimsy. They're called Whimsy, and they are made from the same company made them that made the what are they called? The Toodles Toddler. The Toodles Toddler, and then there's a Toodles Baby. I think they made those too, but they made a lot of dolls, but those are extremely popular dolls, which we found one recently on this trip in Branson, Missouri. We went to a flea market and we found a Toodles toddler for $3. Toodle toddlers are worth, $200 or more. So we're very excited to get her. She's really cute. We're not going to creep her out. She's just cute.
Yeah.
I don't know. I might creep her. I want to make her, she's got dark hair. I want to make her like a dress like a Wednesdays from Atmosphere. I'm getting so far off subject. Anyway.
Serenity Spectre says, will you make more videos on making doll clothes?
Okay, the only one that I've done was I showed you guys how to take normal patterns and shrink them down right. I know Dolls Rescued, she makes a lot and shows you. Which, by the way, I sent a girl to you recently who was complaining that she had these dolls, and she was upset because she could not make clothes for her dolls. And I said, go see Dolls Rescued and Creations 404. But also, I need to do a video for her, I promise. But anyway, I showed you guys how to shrink those patterns down. Has anybody been successful with them? And do you want me to show you some videos? I know some people had asked before to actually see me making some stuff with them. And okay. This one person that I just told Myrna from Dolls Rescue that I recommended to her channel. I told her, I promised her I would show her how to make just simple pants for her dolls and just a simple dress. And she wanted the dress for the little bitty doll, and for the bigger doll, she wanted the pants. So I'm just going to go ahead and make a really simple pattern and show you guys how you can just make it big, make it small. Just take a simple pattern and do that with. But now you can, with these patterns, I'm a machine person. I sew everything on a machine. But some of you don't, and some of you hand stitch. So you can hand stitch these because they're simple stitching, or you can even use fabric glue, which I think, Myrna, you show them also, don't you? We need to do some stuff together. I think it would be cool if some of us did, not really a challenge. I know everybody does challenge. I never seem to have time for challenges. I would love to participate in them. I get a lot of people get angry with me because I don't, but I'm sorry. I would love to. But we need to do a collaboration.
She just did one of those.
Yeah, you do a lot of challenges. But we need to do collaborations. Or she may be talking about it. She did or done collaborations with, I'm sure. But some of us need to get together and do a collaboration and show maybe an entire outfit, and like one of us make a jacket and one make the top and one make the pants or skirt, and just kind of do it. I think that might be kind of fun. Just if you guys ever want to do that. I know how much time is spent in making these videos, and especially when you are like us and we do several, we don't do one a month. I do mine at least once a week, and I know you. And I know that Sue's Barbies and Dolls Rescue do several a week too. But and it does take up a ton of your time. But one day maybe we can all get together and we can do something like that. I'm hoping to do something on Halloween with everybody, because since that's our holiday, that we do a lot of stuff on Halloween. Anyway, I'm just feel like at this point I'm rambling on. So
Tara kind of wants us to talk about a doll giveaway. Mentioned it a few times over there.
Oh, Tara. Hey, Tara Cotton. Didn't see you come in. Doll giveaway. Okay. When we hit 5,000 subscribers, we are going to do another doll giveaway. And I actually have a video that you guys go back and look at the other videos, and it says on there, doll giveaway revealed. And I show you which doll we're going to be doing. It is a Papabi-like doll. It's not an actual Papabi, because I can't afford Papabi, because you guys won't donate money to me. No, at $5, it's going to get me another one of these little speakers. Anyway, but we will do the Papabi lookalike, and I know you guys, we are going to use that R word. Mm-hmm. But anyway, she's a similar doll. She's not identical to one because she is a little bit smaller. I don't care what people say. But anyway, and I'm Pat's going to paint her face, and I'm going to make her some clothing, and she will be our giveaway to celebrate our 5,000 subscribers if and when we hit them. Which we're going to hit them. Of course we all. Everybody loves freaking dolls.
Hell yeah.
Come on, people. Okay, Louise Cornford. Am I saying that right? Cornford. Yeah. Hi from Australia. Hi. That's where Kitty Allen lives. She won one of the winners of our last giveaway. Actually, we gave like 4 things away on our last giveaway. We got a little crazy. But anyway, so yeah, Tara, I guess, I don't know if it's Tora or Tara Cotton, but Tara,
Yeah.
So anyway, we're going to do that
Excited
then.
about the doll
But
giveaway.
also, there's something else I wanted to talk with you guys
All
while
right,
we have
I
you
see.
on here. How many people do we have here right now? Because I know
Um,
Herc already
It
left.
says up there 14.
Because I didn't get to tell him bye. So we have 14 people here. So we're going to talk about this a little bit with you guys, but we're thinking about doing a Patreon. If anyone is interested in Patreon, what we want to do with it is we want to set up some different tiers, different levels, and we want to do different things for people. Like one of them, I would like to do a tier where you guys would get some special videos that nobody else would see. Like, for instance, with the Toy Museum, there are some video shots that I would like to show you guys of dolls that are good close-up views that nobody else will get to see, but you will. We're thinking about maybe doing a tier where Pat and I, this would be the biggest tier, but Pat and I will do well, not the biggest tier, this will be a lower tier, take it back. Where Pat and I are going to make an exclusive doll. It'll be a unique doll, nobody else can have her or whatever, and we will do it, and then we will give her away like in December or maybe October. We talked about maybe doing a creepy one for October, or we might do a different one. But anyway, if we're going to, it'll take a while to get the Patreon together, but we would give away an exclusive doll that we do. And then we also thought about maybe a tier where Pat does some special art that nobody else could get a hold of. That would just be unique that he would do. And then I would take his art and I will put it on like gift cards or stickers or little cosmetic bags and different things like that. And it will also have our symbol, our BJD Beautifully Jagged Doll moth with a doll head in it symbol. That is Pat's artwork, would also be posted on it. So if just different things like that. And we thought maybe even, I don't know, I even thought about maybe doing like once every 2 months or so, doing like a Zoom room chat where we could get together and we could all visit and discuss dolls and subjects on dolls, maybe about sewing or whatever. And I even thought about a tier for sewing stuff that would be unique just to the Patreons on doing sewing projects and showing you different things on sewing that I've been doing. I've been sewing since I was very, 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 very young. My mom was one of those who made all of our clothes when we were growing up as children. I didn't get to buy clothes for me until I hit a teenager, and I went into a mall and bought jeans, and I thought it was the coolest thing in the world. But, anyway, she taught us how to sew when we were very, very young. I don't know what Kathy's excuse is that she can't sew, but not going there. Anyway.
Ragging on your sister.
So I would love to share some of the sewing stuff with you guys. And I don't know, what do you guys think? Would you be interested in Patreon, joining Patreon with us? We would start out with a really low amount, like maybe $1.50 to $2 a month, to just basically help the channel out itself, kind of like a tip jar. And then the first one would probably be $5, and that one would probably be the one, $5 a month, where we would give you exclusive videos that nobody else would get to see but you guys. So we would just kind of do different tiers and let you choose, Anyway, what do you guys think? And it's like totally stopped. Did it quit? Tara says yes. All right, good for you.
Thank you.
Where's the girl that paid the $5? Sorry. Anyway, but it's just something we've been thinking about doing for a while, because honestly, guys, if you do these videos, there is a lot of money and time put into these videos, a lot. Editing can take hours on end. For me, I may be the worst editor in the freaking world, but it can take me anywhere from 2 to 3 days to edit a video.
It's Carla.
Oh yeah, I know, Carla Oates.
She's the one that donated.
We love you, but so Carla says she would like a Patreon because she's like my buddy. Like me and Carla like this, aren't we, Carla? But anyway. But so, yeah, I think it'd be fun if we could all, get on Zoom, because you guys know what we look like. God help you. I mean, he's the party. But
I'm sorry.
We don't know what you guys look like. It would be nice because, seriously, my idea is to build a community of friendship, a doll community for us who like to buy dolls and not pay a freaking fortune for them, but still be able to do and enjoy our dolls just as much as the Hootie Patootie doll community. We're just as good as anybody else. And I think it would be fun to get to know more of you guys, build these friendships, and do things.
A safe place that you can
Yeah, well, you
Just-
feel comfortable.
Yeah, where you don't have to
coming
worry
and
about
doing-
people
Yeah,
judging
doing whatever
or
you
coming
want
down on
and
you
not.
because
Yeah.
of the type of dolls that you like.
Yeah, and with
You buy,
Patreon,
so.
you won't have to worry about those people coming in and
Yeah.
making those ugly comments that I have to constantly delete out and that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
But anyway, I think it would be a lot of fun. And see, Doll Rescue, Sugaries, I like that too, the community. I think it would be great. We just need to keep encouraging this doll community. But I would love to see friendships and on that Patreon, get to know you guys personally and make, just have friends. I mean, some of us Instagram. I've already made some great friendships with some of you guys, and I hope to make more. So, okay. So anyway, that's an idea we put out there. Anybody else want to say anything else?
Because now
You
we're
guys
at
tired
an
of
hour
us?
and 14 minutes.
We're an hour and
over,
14. I mean,
but I mean, we're
Like, you don't
good.
have
We're
anywhere to
fine.
go.
Exactly. I mean, I just don't
Saturday
want
night.
to bore you guys.
We're doll collectors. This is what we do for excitement on Saturday night. We
Yeah.
talk to other doll collectors. Keep spitting. You told me we didn't need that. Get that thing
It's
on there.
not a
'cause I keep
spit
spitting.
shield.
It is
It's a pop
too.
filter.
Same thing. It catches my spit. I'm sorry. I need a drink. Okay.
You need a drink. Oh. Hmm.
Okay. But anyway,
Okay.
that's just something in the future which would take a lot of work. And what I will do if I do a Patreon, I'm going to probably take about a month or longer to build it and work it and make it really something cool and fun for all of us to do. So you guys get a really good personal experience out of it that's unique. And I will just slowly introduce it to you guys and let you know what I've developed as I go along until the day we will go, bam! And we're going to open up the Patreon and we'll just see what happens. And like I said, it's a lot of work and it does cost a lot of money to do these and to open up a lot of buy dolls. And somebody needs to feed my addiction. I know you got your own. But it's true. It would help out the channel a whole lot if we could do a Patreon because seriously, if you people don't do channels and you think that YouTubers make a lot of money, well, there are those who do, but we are not one of those. I can't tell you guys how long it takes to get $100, right? Marna, tell them.
Oh man, yeah.
It takes forever, guys. See, she tells you it takes forever to get.
Tara, can you do more lives?
Can we? Yeah, we probably could. I think one of our biggest problem with lives is Pat has a job that takes him away from us a lot. He starts back tomorrow night. He goes back to work. I will miss him. I've had him here almost 2 weeks, and it's been really, really nice. But it's getting the time, I guess, to do them. But I would love to do more. I absolutely love doing these. I don't know how well we do. I don't know. We may absolutely suck at them. If you guys have suggestions on live videos, what you would like us to do, I have a nose itch. Oh my God, I'm sorry.
I know, it's like,
These allergies are so bad.
okay.
Anyway,
We're
but
fine.
yeah, I
We're
would.
fine.
If you guys would like more, we could do more. And I would also like to do this is if we do a Patreon, I would like to do some extra live videos just for you guys.
Yep.
We'll see. We'll figure all that out. But you guys have any suggestions of things that you would like personally to see if we did a Patreon channel that would be for you personally? I mean, we would even like for you guys to maybe come up with some ideas.
Sure. Leave a
Like if
comment
you
here
are,
or
yeah, if
on
you're a
our
member
Facebook
of
group,
Patreon,
whatever.
that you could actually make suggestions of things that you would like for all of us to do, and we can even do
Exactly.
that.
Yeah.
Why, Tara Cotton asks, why are most BJDs so overly expensive? Well, because, okay, first of all, are you talking about,
That's a can of worms.
yeah, we're opening up a can of worms, but hey, you know me, I know, guys, I don't know how to shut my mouth,
our
and it has cost me greatly.
why, or
It has cost me greatly. Any of you guys have dealt with these people?
one of the popular beliefs
It
why they're
can
so
get, they can
expensive,
get really, really ugly.
according to certain other
I got
groups.
stories. We'll do Patreon and we'll have some private talks on Zone. I'll tell you guys what really goes on.
Join
Anyway,
us on Patreon and we'll have a nice intimate talk about that.
I can tell you stories. But anyway, if you're talking about like the factory made dolls, like Volks and so forth, I have no idea why they're so high. They should not be that expensive because seriously, their dolls are made just like AliExpress dolls are made. Actually, the companies that make the AliExpress dolls make the dolls for these other companies. If it's an individual person who makes their own doll, excuse me, one of the reasons why it costs them so much, even though they do have their dolls made in China too, and I know because I sometimes send them little messages and say, I love your dolls, but can you tell me how your dolls are cast? And they'll actually tell you the truth. Their dolls are made in China. Most of them will tell you they have them made in China. So I really don't know why the dolls are that expensive. It is not because of the artist. We love artists.
Doll risk.
Pat is an
right?
artist.
Because people will pay it. That's the bottom line.
Yeah, that's pretty
Really.
much it. Is somebody...
If the market will allow it, then yeah.
Yeah, but they really are. Because when you think about it, when you pay $500 to $2,000 for a doll and it comes in and looks like crap, or it took a year or longer to get the doll, and then you send a message to that company and say, it's been 6 months, can you tell me what's going on with my doll? And you get this huge email from this company telling you basically that, who do you think you are? Attitude? I don't know. Okay, I'm not going to go there tonight. You guys know me and my map. Okay, anyway, so
All right. Well,
Ribbon Kitten says, I enjoy your channel, and this is my first stream, and I enjoyed it. Thank you. I'm glad you guys like it. We love doing it. We just don't know if we're good at it. I watch a lot of live streams on YouTube, and I know they do way better than we do. But it's fun. I love doing this. Okay. Really help us out to get YouTube's lineup. Yeah. It really helps us out with getting listed in the YouTube's lineups. Yeah.
I was just talking about likes and comments.
Yeah.
And
That's
subscriptions.
That's why we, as small channels, doll collector YouTubers, try to help promote each other, because we know what it's like to get this stuff out there, because we have a limited audience compared to a lot of people who have general audiences that do stuff like, how to improve your channel on YouTube. Those people have a wider audience. They have all of us. But our doll people is pretty limited. And the fact that we don't deal with the high expensive dolls, so, we have a smaller audience, and it is hard for us to keep these channels going. That's why so many of us disappear, is because it becomes more work than it is profitable. And not that we're expecting to make money and be rich off of these channels or whatever, but it would be nice, to at least not go in the hole doing them kind of thing. So it'd just be nice to know that you guys think we do a good enough job and you enjoy our videos enough that you might help us out just a little bit on our channels. And it doesn't even have to be money-wise. Like Marna's saying, I'm sorry. I'm so good at this. I'm a pro. I can talk real good. Anyway, and she's saying, just doing things like thumbs up YouTube gets our channels out there more. Sharing our channels with people that would enjoy our content. And sometimes it doesn't always have to be someone who collects dolls. It can just be someone who loves to be entertained by me and Marna, because we are like really cool people.
That's right.
That's right. We're from Missouri. It don't get better. I'm sorry. Anyway, but we do appreciate as much help as you guys can give us all. So just, helping promote our channels in any way you can, we appreciate. And also, we love your comments, guys. You don't understand what your comments mean to us. It lets us know what you want. We don't know what you want. We try to figure out what you want, but sometimes there are things that you would like to see on our channels, but we don't know if you don't make comments. And also, when you make comments and tell us how adorable we are and how sweet we are. That's just a feather fluffer, but we like those feather fluffers. Kind of helps us get in there and I'm serious. When I read these comments and there's people on there and they are talking and they're saying all these nice things or whatever, I'm ready to make the next video. But when I start getting all these ugly things like, you ain't got to recast all, I'm just like, well,
yeah,
I'm going to bed. Screw
it's
this.
real encouraging. It's true.
But it is true. All promotion we can get in many ways, we do appreciate a lot from you guys. I think Pat wants to go. So how many people do we have left? Are we lowering our amounts? We're down to 12. That's cool. We got 13 thumbs up. I appreciate all that.
I almost feel like leaving them with one more ghost story. Not a doll, but
Ooh, you guys want to hear another ghost story?
what happened in the St. Charles house while you were at work. Or you were out actually. I'd been working, and I woke up.
Oh, he
Yeah,
wasn't
I
talking. You
had
want to talk
gone
about?
down.
I was going to tell about the thing when I was a kid that I started earlier. But hey, yeah, we lived in a house, and of course, you guys know we live in the St. Louis area, but we lived in St. Charles, which was also St. Louis area, and we lived in a historical home. It was in the historical area, and we had very little experience with anything paranormal, except for
Yeah,
the one I
really.
was going to tell you
Everybody's
guys about a while
heard
ago. I guess
stories.
I'm going to tell you about it. But anyway,
Well, yeah. What,
No,
what
no,
story?
I'm just bugging you.
We can,
But
you
go
can
ahead and
finish
talk
that, then I
about
can tell mine.
go ahead. Finish telling about that our house experience that we had. We lived in a haunted house.
Was it the first? Was that the first time that anything had happened? I don't think that was the first time.
You got
anything
the
had
first
happened.
the
Was
first
mine
thing
the
to
first
happen. That's
experience
right. He
in
got
that
the
house?
first
'Cause
experience.
we had several things that happened in that house.
Yeah, well, there was this big walk-in pantry.
To the point where I kind of want to go up there sometime and go over there and ask them, has anything happened here since you've been here?
We had
But
this
anyway.
great big walk-in pantry in the
Yeah.
kitchen because it was an old home. So, and you would hear something in there, like somebody was just rambling through things, just all this noise, like people
Moving
might have
the
been throwing
cans
candies or
around and-
things around the floor. I mean, it was this awful racket, and you'd go in there and everything was just fine. There was never any signs of anything. You used to freak our daughter out all the time
Our
to hear all that
dog
racket in there.
would be sitting there and
It's
would
little
growl at the
Alasa.
other room, would go over
The
through the
attitude.
dining room and look into the kitchen and just sit there and growl. If that doesn't creep you out, you're like, okay, Tara, get your butt over here and get back on the couch. We ain't
Whatever it
having
was,
none of that.
loved the kitchen because we
It
would
was
hear.
always in the
You'd be in the living room. The way this house was made, because it was a vintage home, antique home, a historical home. I'm stuck on antiques. Anyway, when you walked into the living room, the house, you literally made a circle on the first floor. It would like go into the dining room and then into the kitchen, into the family room, and then there was a bathroom,
Like a
a
short
little hallway,
yeah,
and then went
bathroom
into the living room.
in the
But
living room, right?
you could go straight through the living room, right on in, down the hallway, past the bathroom, and into the family room, and then there was a stairs to the second floor. But and
Or
then
you
there was a
could- before
basement
the
in the
stairs,
kitchen.
yeah.
There were stairs down that went down into the basement, and our son
Now we've
actually
got
had
you
a
totally
bedroom
lost
down
right
in the
now, don't we?
basement.
But that's okay.
What?
I said, now we've got you totally lost on the layout.
So the house went around in
Yeah.
a circle on the first floor.
Yeah, exactly. There was a wall that either go.
So you could be in the living room, and here was the dining room, and then the kitchen, and you could hear footsteps in the kitchen.
Mhm.
Nobody
In
was
fact,
ever in there. I mean,
one
you'd be home
time-
by yourself, and you could hear it.
You were in the living room watching TV, and you thought you heard James, our son, walking around in the kitchen,
Mhm.
and you yelled at him.
He was
Hey,
in the basement.
while you're in the kitchen, why don't you get me a Dr. Pepper while you're in there? Can you get me a fresh
I
Dr.
love
Pepper?
Dr. Pepper. By the way, Dr.
Nothing.
Pepper, if you were
Nothing
listening,
back.
you can sponsor the show.
Could still hear them walking around in the living room. So, and then it stopped, and she's like, James, why have you not? What the heck? So she goes in. He's not in there. So she goes downstairs to chew his butt for ignoring her.
He was like, I don't know what you're talking about. He was playing
Like-
games. And,
He's too busy.
or
What,
kids
Mom?
food, you know.
Not now.
But,
No, I haven't been in the kitchen.
but then you tell him your experience of what you
And
actually
you said
see.
mine was like probably the first thing that happened there. So I had worked overnight shifts the
I
night
think we
before,
might have
right?
heard the footsteps and all that beforehand, but I'm talking
Was
about
it?
actually
Okay,
something you've
so
seen with
anyway,
your eyes.
I had worked
Can
the
what you
night
seen with your
before,
eyes, with your own two
and I was
eyeballs?
sleeping. And whenever I got up, Belinda wasn't home, and I assumed. Well, I think
I
you
thought
had
at
gone.
work.
Yeah, you're probably at work or something. I don't know. And I was down on the computer. Now, okay, we talked about you going through the front. You walk down the hallway. There's a family room there.
That
and
was
there's
our
stairs that
basically
go
our
upstairs.
computer room is what it was.
If you're facing the kitchen area, there was a hole in the wall.
Yeah, like
and
an
a
opening.
doorway.
Not like someone put a hole in it. There was
Right,
like a window
there's a-
opening so you could.
Exactly. So
See
you could
into the
serve
kitchen.
food through there, I
Yeah,
guess.
it
from the
wasn't
kitchen
old. It was
into
like the house was
family
75
room.
years
But
old.
whatever.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
you could kind of see in the living room, but there was a doorway that led into the kitchen, and right around that doorway was the stairs that led down to the basement.
Mhm.
So you had the stairs that led upstairs, and what went underneath those stairs was the stairs into the basement.
Here they
So
go,
right
that's
around.
weird.
Okay, anyway, so she's going to sleep now. So I'm on the computer with the dog in my lap,
Little Lhasa
our little
with an
Lhasa,
attitude.
who liked to growl at the spooky
everything. She
stuff.
hated everybody
But
but
anyway,
us.
so I'm on the computer and I saw a white, what I assumed was our son's head because he lived in the basement.
Not that
at
he
the
has a
time.
white head or anything, but
Well, pale face, you know,
help.
poked his head around the corner. I didn't really see, it was just out of the corner of my eye, you know, and stuck his head back, you know. Now the stairs would creep, you know, would creak whenever you creeped up the stairs, you know. I just figured he was being silly and snuck up the stairs and kind of stuck his head around the door. And I'm like, whatever. The dog growled at him. And I was like, James is being funny, isn't he? You know.
She music growling.
So-
well, maybe she did.
I'm like, James, you know, very funny, you know. Nothing, of course. Pick up the dog, and she's like, no, let's not go that way, you know. Carry the dog around the corner and look down the stairs. Nothing's there. I'm like, he snuck back downstairs. He's probably playing video games again, right? Go all the way downstairs. He's not home. Nobody else is in the house but me and the dog. Apparently, he went with her to Walmart after she came home from work or something. She's like, hey, let's go to Walmart or the grocery store or
Actually, there
wherever
was
you guys went.
there was a door in the basement. You could go out
Yeah, you could
side
go out, but
too.
there's
and
no
we'd
way
go
you could
to the
go out of
driveway.
that.
So I mean,
That
we could
door
have
was
left
something
that
you
way,
had
and
to
you wouldn't have
pull
known. Oh no, I mean that we could have left, and you wouldn't have known when Jamie left if we went out that door. But
Oh, no, I mean,
yeah, no, I know. what
while
you
I was asleep, you
Yeah.
guys had left.
No, we
you
kept
know.
that door bolted.
Yeah, that door was
Or
bolted and
of
it was
it
hard
being
to
in
open
the basement.
and it would have made a loud racket. But anyway,
Mhm.
but basically, I was the only one in the house. I don't know what the heck
Just him
looked
and the dog,
around
and
the
the dog was
corner at us
growling.
and decided, no, okay, and went back behind the thing. But I swear, and our dog even reacted to the damn thing without me even realizing because I was just doing whatever on
And
the
then
computer.
what I seen, this was I don't know, a few weeks after
Creepy.
that, we were sleeping upstairs in the bedroom, and the dog slept at the foot of the bed, and I was asleep, and she made like this growling noise, and I woke up and I was laying on my back, and I seen at the foot of the bed this round white like foggy like ball, and it just kind of came up from the feet of the bed and went up over and over my head and disappeared.
I'm not normally an orb person type
Me
of
neither.
thing either.
I didn't
Well, I
even
mean,
know what they were called. What
I-
they called orbs.
I always heard of orbs.
Like,
Every
freaked
time
me
I
out.
see videos of orbs, I mean, I don't know if anybody believes in orbs or anything.
Not the
I
dust
feel like it's all
orbs on the
dust
camera.
floating
Yeah.
around in front of a
This was
camera.
like big.
But
It was like
That's different.
kind of like a
And
white
Now
foggy
I have to
looking
wonder
ball.
if what I had seen. I
It
mean,
was the
I
same
thought
kind
it
of.
was a head.
Mhm.
I'm, you know,
But
out of
here's
the
the
corner
thing.
of your eye, you can't really make any definition out of anything. I just assumed it was a head.
Here's the thing. It's like I guess poltergeist type of thing or something
Right.
because it made all the racket, made all the footsteps, was seeing the orbs, but there was never any bad thing happen.
Yeah, nothing
So
bad
we felt
ever
like it was a
happened.
friendly ghost. It just made a lot
We
of
never
freaking
heard
noise
any
and stuff.
voices
So
or anything.
yeah,
Or
so we were
somebody
cool
walking
with
around.
it. Yeah, we never had any like no.
They were going through the can because they didn't
Scary.
find anything they liked.
Except for the one I was going to tell you about, guys. That was the scary one, but I'll save that one for another
Oh
time because
yeah.
Pat just went on talking.
You should tell them about that.
Wait a
because that
minute.
was
Dolls
cool.
Rescued 3 a.m. is usually 3 a.m. What's 3 a.m.? What did I miss? We were
Nothing.
we were talking
time?
and talking, and
Well,
so
I had worked the overnight shift. If you're talking about what time I woke up and this happened, I mean, I had worked the overnight shift, so I got up at like probably 3 in the afternoon.
I don't know if that's what if she was
I think she
talking
was
about
talking
us on the.
I've seen albino dark. Hi, albino
I know it was
dark.
Carla was up there
Seen too
talking
many
about.
strange things. 100% sure ghosts exist. I mean, ghosts usually make themselves known around
Oh,
3
I-
a.m.
Albino Dark. Hello. I didn't
bet
know
the
you were
orb
here.
thing was probably about 3 a.m. that you experienced. You said, did you mention that it was kind of
Oh,
warm?
I don't
on you?
know. It was like in the middle of the night.
Exactly.
So it seems
Could've
like
been
it was
around 3
around 1 a.m., 2 a.m., maybe 3 a.m. Yeah, in that
But-
kind of
Yeah,
period. But I know it was way early in the morning.
yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know.
So
I was too
yeah,
busy.
Marna,
sawing
Dolls Rescued.
logs.
You're right. It's around 3 a.m.
I was too
You know,
busy snoring.
yeah.
Nothing's waking me up.
We don't want to talk about that. Okay. Anyway, so Albino Dark, you got any spooky stories? Anybody had any, scary incidences like that where you lived in a house that was haunted, or you stayed in somebody's house that was haunted, or anything of that sort? No? Well, okay. I guess we will wrap this one up. And thanks, guys, for listening about some things that you didn't expect, like the Patreon stuff. And again, it's something that I'm hoping to do. We'll just see if we can get there. And all you guys who collect dolls, continue to please help promote all of the channels of all of the people that do doll channels. Not all of us are very exciting. I know there's a lot of doll unboxers out there that can put you to sleep, but me and Marna are not one of them from Dolls Rescued. She has a great channel. So does Susie's Barbie Loves. She has a great channel. I think she's already left us. Anyway, and so do we. We have a great channel. We work hard at it. So anyway, we're so glad, and we will try to do some more of these. What could you see the handle moving, but no one else would be home? So is LD, are you saying you seen like the door handle moving, but nobody was home? Because I never seen that in our house. But that's what you're talking about, you've seen that.
Yeah, that would be creepy.
Rosie's Doll Family also has a channel, right? So there's another one to promote. But anyway, so help promote all the small doll channel people. We appreciate it. We'll try to do more live videos, live streams for you guys if you like them. I love them. I just love to talk. You guys know. I mean, why else would we do a channel if I didn't talk? Why would I be doing this? All right, I'd be kind of bored just sitting here going. That's not too exciting, is it? Sitting here drinking coffee. Don't you hate those when you go to the channel? They're just sitting there, they're sipping their coffee or tea, and you're like, you might want to edit that channel, or I don't know, play some music, do something, but don't just sit there and sip your coffee.
Yep.
People be crazy.
All right. Yep.
Anyway,
leave a like,
love you guys.
Subscribe and ring the bell.
Ring the bell. Subscribe. We know you like it, so do a thumbs up. We appreciate it, guys, and we'll see you Friday at the next video. And until then, love you. Bye.
Bye.